most important thing that we have, the biggest resource that we have, is our children. Single biggest fear of a coach is to have a player fall out. The fact that they get a yearly checkup, it's so important.
When you get in a physical, it feels like a pain because you get it every year and it feels like the same thing, and you think, well, nothing's wrong with me this time. I was fine last year. That's what I thought.
They change year to year. Their body changes, their makeup changes. The service that St. Bernard's provides, is second to none.
Pre-participation physical is a comprehensive physical exam that we do that includes eye exam, ear, nose, and throat exam, heart and lungs, and a musculoskeletal exam. Also included is lab work and an electrocardiogram. If you have not had a comprehensive physical exam that includes all these things, then your child could be at significant risk for bad health problems. And those health problems are not something that will show up beforehand. They show up at the time where your body is stressed.
I had no idea that my twins had any health issues prior to the physicals. They had had their first EKG the year before when they were entering the 9th grade, and they weren't flagged at that time. However, this year they were flagged as having an irregularity.
Everything was going pretty fast until I had to go get the EKG. I went through and they told me I had something wrong.
The main worry we have with student athletes is the risk of having cardiac arrest while they're playing sports. There are electrical abnormalities, structural abnormalities in the heart that athletes can have that predisposes them to having sudden cardiac arrest. We identified about 16 students over the last 2 years.
When we was working out, my heart beat real fast. I thought it was just because I didn't eat breakfast in the morning, so I wasn't aware of it. They told me to do the EKG, so they called me to the doctor's office later on. She told me I had something called Wolff-Parkinson-White, but I wasn't sure what that was. I just thought I had to take a pill or something and I'll be all right.
Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome is an electrical abnormality of the heart that can easily be fixed with a cardiac procedure called cardiac ablation, where we go and identify the short circuits in the heart and cauterize them.
They said I could have a heart attack at any given moment, so they saved my life. Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
I thought it was a normal physical. I thought I was just gonna have my knees tapped and my back checked and they were gonna be like, we're good. They told me I had to get an EKG and I didn't know what that was. And she hooked me up to this machine and told me I had a problem. I feel like the weight's off my chest and my back now, because now my heart's fixed, I can push myself to limits, past limits that I thought I had.
Every year we're asked by the coaches to come out to the school. We provide from 7th grade to 12th grade physical exams for all the athletes. We're trying to find things that are life-threatening.
I thought it was going to be a normal year because they didn't find anything wrong with my heart the year before last.
They did the EKG, all the tests that they run, and they said that we needed to bring him up there to the cardiology center. Said that they needed to do heart surgery. We needed to get it done now before it was too late.
If you have an underlying arrhythmia or underlying cardiac condition where we hear a heart murmur, then we can go ahead and get you to the right facility, get you evaluated by the proper specialist, and potentially save your life.
Matt really wants to play football. He's out of the danger. Still had to keep an eye on him, obviously, but getting him back to where he can participate normally, just been great. The doctors and St. Bernard's have been here every year, and doing a total physical of the kids and catching everything possible and going in depth helps us to go home and sleep at night. And we can lay our head down, we can worry about football instead of having to worry about health all the time.
You just can't thank St. Bernard's enough for what they have done for our athletes in this area.
These are young men and women that we love dearly. What they're expected to do, 365 days a year, we could not do that without Close the Gap and funding for the physicals.
It's an amazing thing. It's something that is not done hardly anywhere else, especially at the high school level. Your child should participate in this. They will not get the same physical examination anywhere else.
As far as the doctors that provided the physicals, I'd like to say thank you. They give up their time every year to come and make sure our kids are healthy and safe and ready to play their different sports.
I want to say thanks for being so thorough. If it would have been the physical I wanted, I would have walked out and been just suffering the whole time, not knowing I had a problem.
It's a big burden lifted off of you. You sleep a lot better knowing, that all that stuff's, it's been fixed.